This is a very fast experiment. You guys have already done this when we were looking at gases in a previous chapter. And what we have inside the flask is some hydrogen peroxide. And we'll go over the formula for hydrogen peroxide. And what we have here is called manganese dioxide, and I'll share that formula with you guys as well. If you remember in the lab, we poured this into the hydrogen peroxide, and we actually saw some bubbles forming. And then what we did is we were testing to see what gas could that be, because we ignited this wooden splint and we blew it out, and when we put it in, what we should see is we should see a reigniting of this splint. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop this black powder in. And what's going to happen is right now what's in the flask is just air. But as the bubbles are being produced from the reaction with the manganese dioxide and the hydrogen peroxide, the oxygen produced from this is going to slowly push all the air out. And what's going to be on the inside of the flask is going to be 100% oxygen. So we're going to go ahead and I will dump this in, and we'll start to see some of the bubbles forming at the bottom. Okay, so you can see those bubbles forming. Right now, the air is being pushed out, and it's filling the flask with some oxygen. So I have my wooden splint right here. So I'm going to wait until this gets nice and glowing orange, and then I'm going to dip it down into the flask. And you can see it reignites. It reignites. Closer you get towards that oxygen, then it's going to reignite. That's it. So part 2 of this will be a discussion and chemical reaction.